What is the highest round one can ever achieve in Bloons BTD6? Well, I mean, given as much favorable conditions as possible, like seriously, what is the highest round possible? Now, as of recording this video, we are in update train 9.4, and there has been a lot of changes to how free play rounds has been conducted over the last few updates, and I believe the latest update is 28.0, where the free play round rules has been changed. So in the past, pre-update like 10.4.0 or something, you could get to pass around 500 or even 1,000 in some cases, but now it's almost impossible. So my question is, with this new free play rules, where the upper limit is usually around 300, what is the highest round possible? Now, if you go into my profile stats, I actually did test the other day, and my highest round that I've ever achieved is round 310, and this was in update train 9.2. I remember that, but the problem with that is that that was without any modifiers. So what I want to figure out today is, if we include modifiers, what is our lowest possible timing, or well, what is the lowest possible timing that one could achieve in single player anyway, not multiplayer. Otherwise it wouldn't be a fair test, right? So I've decided to turn everything down. Everything. I do not know why I made removable cost rate free, because there's nothing to remove in logs. But the point is, I've made it everything so much easier for us, so that it is you know, basically we're going to go as far as possible into free play. As for the hero we're going to choose, you might think we're going to choose the strongest hero possible, but that is not true. The only hero that we can bring late game is easily for bad damage, but even then I probably have to use a ability activator, what we call that, the tech bot, to constantly activate her abilities, and I kind of don't want to do that because it's not really fair, it's more of cheating. So I'd rather have Benjamin, a hero that can help us in the early game by giving us tremendous amounts of cash. So that is the hero that we're going for. So I know it says round 1 out of 1, but you know, we're just going to place the Dark Monkey here for now, just to show you guys how slow the balloons are moving. I mean, like, look at this. This is just round 1, and balloons are moving way too slow for comfort, right guys? So we're going to actually restart and then place the Dark Monkey closer to the start, because it's probably not going to leak past the single Dark Monkey, isn't it? And yeah, we're going to get Benjamin as soon as possible as well. And yeah, and look at this, we have completed the challenge. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the... I'm just kidding. No, we're going to place our Benjamin first. I do not know where the best Benjamin placement is. I know you can place farms here, so I think here is the best place to place Benjamin. Now in the meantime, we're going to focus on getting farms. I'm not too worried about the balloons. Although I think if I had placed the Dark Monkey more further near the start, I could have gotten... I could have popped this faster. So I'm just going to get long range darts for the time being. And if you guys couldn't figure it out by now, I'm going to go for Dark Paragon first. And you know, with these modifiers, it should be ridiculously easy to go for Dark Paragon. The only problem is that it's going to take a long time to get there, because you know, the low amount of more HP is going to contribute very little to our overall pop count. And in order to get a max degree 78 Paragon, Dark Paragon, or 76 for the other Paragons, you need to have, I don't know, max you need to have a lot of pops, at least 16.2 million pops, not accounting for any other factors. So that is a slight problem, but we'll deal with it when the time comes. But for now, we're going to focus exclusively on farming. As for which farms we're going to get, actually no, this is not the farm cost path that I'm going to get. I don't mind selling and rebuying. It's not a big deal. I'm going to go for a bottom path of farm, because mainly I'm too lazy to do any actual collection, and we're still going to get a heck lot of money after we you know, buy everything. And besides, marketplaces onwards to give extra lives, so that's a bonus. Well, I really want to pop these balloons faster, so I'm just going to get a spike output for now. And yeah, this is going to be the Ultra Juggernaut eventually, and this will eventually be the Crossbow Master. As for the other towers yet, I'm not too certain, but I'll cross the bridge when I come there. Well, we got our first marketplace and it's only around 16, so I think we are progressing just fine. I completely forgot about camo balloons. Well, I suppose I have to sell my farm, unfortunately, and get enhanced eyesight, and maybe it's a good time to also get a crossbow, just to be extra cautious. And of course we need the Juggernaut because I'm not spending a lot on defenses, unfortunately. Well, it's now the round 40 Moab, and oh, we popped that instantly. I guess it's thanks to Bloon Trojan, which I kind of forgot is a factor here, but I really would have liked to see how fast we could have popped that Moab without Bloon Trojan, you know. But it is what it is. Let's start things off by getting our Ultra Juggernauts. There we go. And now we have our very own 520 Ultra Juggernaut. And you know what? We might as well just boost it with a village down here, since we can use this space for a farm. And let's just give it camo detection, you know, since we have a very quick shots. And hey, why not? Why don't we just get primary mentoring while we're at it? I mean, it's going to be really helpful, right? Alright, how fast can you defeat a BFBO? That was actually instant. Alright, I mean, not only do we have Bloon Trojan, we also have 5% more HP, so I guess that played a huge factor into it. Now I'm just curious as to how fast we can beat a 0 MG, let alone a bad. Forget DETs, we know DETs is going to be instant because despite how fast it also has a ridiculously low amount of health, so the only question is how fast can a bad be defeated with only 5% health and with this defense. Now I have almost maximized my farm and it's already round 74. Now I'm curious because you remember the ability cooldown where it's set to 5%? Yeah, we have something called Monkeynomics, right? So how much can we just activate this? Can we just constantly activate this, because this just means a free $10,000 every time we click on that? Oh wait, not really, because you can only collect abilities 3 times every round. So we still gain $30,000 each round, but yeah, I understand it's quite a lot, but I rather let the farms make the money for me, so I'm not going to abuse this ability. I can, but I'm not in the mood to. We might as well just save the cash for upgrading our Dark Monkeys, and speaking of which, we might as well just do that now. So we're going to get our Crossbow Master here, and our second Crossbow Master, I suppose we can also get it here, within range of the village, of which this is the only spot where this is viable. And we're going to place the last Dark Monkey wherever the location of our Dark Paragon is, and it is here, the Middle Path Plasma Monkey Fan Club. And yeah, we will just get a bunch more Dark Monkeys, and we're going to go for 240 Dark Monkeys and see how they go. Now, how fast can we defeat a 0 MG? Close to instant, given that we didn't even see the 0 MG appear, so congratulations, you monkeys really did it. Alright, so now it's round 90, and I'm willing to assume that DETs are also instant kill, and they are, because we only see them on the screen very briefly. But still, I consider that an instant for our experimental purposes. Well, this should be more than enough Dark Monkeys, given the cost to get one of them. Alright, how fast can we defeat a bat? Holy crap. We only see the reindeer nose of the bat because I have the reindeer skin, but holy crap, that's instant. And by the way, currently my Dark Monkeys have somewhere around 300k in pops, which is quite concerning actually, because by the end of round 100 you should have 2 million pops. Not including anything else, but with the 50%, sorry, with the 5% warp and 5% warp and self-make health, our 10% self-make health is really going to impede our statistics, which means we're going to have to wait a while till we actually get 16.2 million pops. I would hazard to say around 200, 250 around there, because normally you will be able to get 16.2 million pops within around 130 around there. I don't remember the exact number, probably 134 if I remember correctly, but in any case, since you're playing with the modifiers on, that's fine. We just need to be patient and wait for, I don't know, definitely around 200 plus I suppose. But since most of our pops will be coming from these 3 dark monkeys, we just need to add up the total of these 3 and see when we hit 16.2 million pops, which actually makes our job easier. Well, I mean, if Bloons leak, I suppose some of the pops will go to these dark monkeys, but so far none of them has even touched a single balloon. So things are looking really great for us, but in terms of getting the dark Paragon, it's going to take a while. Well, if we count the amount of pops that our 3 dark monkeys have, we already exceeded 1 million pops, and it's now around 125. And okay, so we're going to get there eventually. And also just want to note that this dark monkey, the one that's closest to the track, that isn't a tier 5 monkey, got 0 pops so far. So this is fascinating. And also just want to note that it is now we are less than 30 minutes into recording, 28 minutes into recording. So the fact that we managed to reach round 127 within less than 30 minutes, it's frankly is incredible. So yeah, this is really great for us, which means that we'll probably get through this a lot faster than we expect. Well, it's now round 140, and for the first time we can actually see that our dark monkey defenses are starting to struggle a little bit. Well, for the first bat at least. Well, but for the second bat you can see that you can at least see a little bit more than just a nose. So we're starting to hit critical mass, but not to worry, because this dark monkey still got 0 pops, so I think we're still in the clear. Well, we are now exactly 1 hour into this recording session, and look at this, we're at around 190 with 6 million in cash. For reference, we will probably be at around 100 for the boss event, well, any boss event, so it's a huge deal. Anyway, let's check on our dark monkeys. We currently have 5.4 million pops for our Ultra Juggernaut and about 4.3 million each, so we are close to hitting that 16 million target soon. And for reference, not a single pop from this dark monkey, which means the Bloons have never even crossed this point, which is a huge accomplishment by itself. But as you can see, the round ramping is starting to up itself significantly, because now it's round 191, and as you can see, the bat earlier on went pretty far. Well, pretty far considering the 5% more speed, but pretty fun nonetheless. So we should expect a lot more Bloons to go further than this. So we should probably start to take notice of everything around us, I suppose. Oh, and look at this, the dark monkey finally got his first pop at 70 pops, but I don't think it's a big deal. We're going to reach that magic number soon, 16.2 million. And I believe in order to accomplish this, we need 5.5 million pops each, and then just to be safe, 6.5 million around there. Yeah, I think that should be safe enough. 17.5 million total. Just go for 16.5 million, where you know, all these towers get 5.5 million pops each. But since the Ultra Juggernaut is doing a lot more damage than the other two, we're going to balance that out in our calculations. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I've done the math already. It's close to 5 million pops for this Crossbow Master, more than 5 million for this. So 5 million each, let's just call it. Okay, now it's more than 5 million. And we got 6.5 million for this dark monkey, which means we got 16.5 million pops. Which means we should get a degree 79. Oh yeah, I've forgotten the maximum for that Paragon 79, not 78. But we did it. And we're just going to let this deities run for a little while and see how quickly it can crush them. Really quickly. Keep in mind that in the normal game, we need to, when it reaches about 120 onwards, we need to start using not Apex Master Master, but the what do you call that? The middle path tier 5 dark monkey ability like a lot, or else you're going to die. And I'm glad that we don't have to deal with it this time. But the next thing we're going to get is the Boomerang Paragon. And here's how we're going to do it. This is going to be the location of our Boomerang Paragon, the Glaive Dominus. And we're going to leave these two towers as it is. The Glaive Lord slightly in front of the track and the Moab Dom at the back. Now, for sacrifices, we're going to get as many middle path boomerangs as possible, as many 240 boomerangs as possible, because these upgrades are really cheap, and while that's a good thing in the normal game, problem with this is that you know, it isn't enough to sacrifice, because keep in mind you need at least $250,000 in cash in order to well, you need to spend $250,000 in non-tier 5 towers in order to get a maximum degree Paragon. So we're going to see how much we can spend. We might have to sell some farms, but I don't think so. Now, in order to maximize the amount of, well, the Paragon degree, you need to get at least 44 240 boomerangs, but just to account for any errors, like I forgotten to upgrade one, I've decided that we're going to go for a nice even 45. Now, we still can't get it yet, but as of this moment, wow, I didn't expect it to be this fast, but our Glaive Lord has got 2.1 million pops, and our Moab Dom has 3.7 million. Wow, it's going a lot faster than I expected. So just to help things out a little, just in case we didn't get enough. I mean, to be fair, we got more than enough money, so we can afford it. We're just going to get slightly more boomerangs here. But for the purposes of math, to keep things simple, we're not going to count these in our calculation. We're not going to count the other boomerangs into the equation of the 16.2 million pops. We're only going to count the Moab Dom and the Glaive Lord, which we should achieve 16.2 million pops relatively quickly. Well, I went to grab some snacks, and it seems that we have already surpassed the requirements to get the Glaive Dominus. So let's get it now. We should get a degree 76 Glaive Dominus, and we did. Fantastic. Okay, so let's slow down. The next Paragon we're going to get is the Ninja Paragon, and here will be the best location for it. But first we need to place our first two towers. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Why we place our Master Bomber here, because the Master Bomber have a longer range, so obviously it's going to target the Moab class Bloons more, and we're going to get our Grand Saboteur here because why not? And of course here's going to be our Grandmaster Ninja, because where else is it going to be? So let's fast forward first, and we have sold our village, and we're going to replace it with this village, a MIP. I don't think it's worth it to get Call Farms because I don't want to activate too many abilities, so I think I'm going to stick with this for time being. But the most useful of our in our arsenal is this, the Grand Saboteur, because as we use it, it's going to eat up half of the Moab class Bloons health. So yeah, it's going to count towards its pop count, and it will rapidly increase our pop count. But before we go any further, let's get some more Ninja Monkeys. Now for sacrifices, we need at least 32 0 to 4 Ninja Monkeys because they're the most expensive, of course, and I've gotten 35 just in case. Now as for counting our pop counts, we're going to rely on all the 3 tier 5s, and of course once we're done, we're going to sacrifice this one. And yeah, I haven't used the ability that much yet, which is why there's a low pop count for you know, the Grand Saboteur, but don't worry, we'll get there soon enough. Turns out you can actually activate the ability more than 3 times per round, provided that it doesn't give you any financial gain, apparently. So here's what I'm going to do. Well, for some reason I can't use these powers, but I do not understand why I cannot use these powers, but never mind about that. I hope that I could have used the attack bots, but yeah, I can't do that. But if I wasn't doing this in the challenge editor, we could have used the attack bots, but no. So I'm just going to spam the number 3 and just constantly activate the ability. Well, on hindsight, I don't think the Grandmaster Ninja is actually doing much, so I'm going to swap the Grandmaster Ninja's place with the Master Bomber, and that can be easily accomplished by getting a heli pilot. There we go. We can now replace the Master Bomber over here. And then we can place the Grandmaster Ninjas in its place as our tier 5 sacrifice. So it's a win-win overall. I'll gladly take it. Well, clearly I underestimated how long it took for us to get here. It's now 2 hours and 47 minutes into this recording session, but at least we got 16 million combined pops, more than that actually, and we can actually get the center shadow right now, so let's do that. And we have a degree 76, perfect. But speaking of underestimation, I kind of underestimated the boat Paragon, so here's the thing, remember the fact that I was trying to get the attack bot? Yeah, then halfway through the Ninja Paragon I realized that yeah, if I couldn't get attack bot, that also means that I probably couldn't get the pool of water, which means I cannot get a maximum degree 76 boat. But what can we do about it? Believe it or not, there is still something you can do about it. But we just have to maximize you know, the amount of pops that the boat gets. If we're lucky, we will crack 40 a degree 40 bolts, but I think that's the best I can hope for. But for now, I suggest we just start getting into work. So we're going to start by placing our 4 bolts here. Yeah, we can do that. And we're going to get all our tier 5s. This boat here will be the location of our boat Paragon. Aircraft carrier of 420 because it's the most expensive, and yeah, it's not going to contribute a lot, but it's something at least, right? And one more thing, I'm going to set the power load to strong, and we're just going to keep on hooking in as many world class balloons as we can. Ideally, we want to hook in the 0 MGs, and well, as you can see now, we only have 36.8k, which isn't a lot, but if we were to keep hooking, I believe, is there a limit to how many hooks we can use? No, there isn't. So actually this is a good thing because oh, wait, no, there is a no, there isn't a limit. Okay, fine. So I guess the plan now is to just continue using these hooks until we get 16.2 million pops, which should be easy to achieve. So let's just get that done. You know, with this ability recharging like really quickly, we might as well just have a mini Narrow of the Seas, don't we? Alright, so we got more than 16.2 million on our Pirate Lord, pops I mean. So I think it's safe to upgrade to Narrow of the Seas. So let's not waste any more time, and we got a degree 70. Huh, okay, I was not expecting it to be this good without the additional sacrifices. Yeah, maybe the other aspects weren't too important to this, but hey, we did it. We got a Paragon degree 70, hope everyone's happy. So it's almost a perfect degree 76, so I'm just going to let this slide, but anyway, now that we've gotten all 4 of our Paragons, I mean, even update 30.0 doesn't have any new Paragons, so we're going to stay with these Paragons, and we have set them all to first, right? Fantastic. And then now, I think it's safe for us to start selling all our farms and building up our extra defenses. I mean, come on, we have $9.5 million in cash to play around with. Obviously, we're not going to use it all up, so let's just start spending, shall we? Alright, so now let's get our Vengeful Temple. I think we should have gotten a Vengeful Temple. And we did not. Well, something went wrong. Okay, well, this gave me a Vengeful Temple now. I mean, it better work. No, it's not gonna work. Really, it's not gonna work. Is it because I'm in Challenge Editor? Because if that's the case, then okay, I'm not going to try and challenge it. It's not my place to do it, so Yeah, no matter, this is still a really good upgrade, so we're still going to well, get all our defenses that we need. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it, where the video is too blurry or whatever, but I've kind of maxed out on the amount of effective defenses I gotten. Well, okay, fine, I could have gotten some sun temples, but yeah, it's a bit too late for that, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to go with this defense for now, and besides it's pretty late, and I'm going to go take a really long nap. And yeah, just to mention, we are 3 hours and 21 minutes into recording, so I do not know how long this is going to last, but after I sleep, I got a feeling that this game will probably still go on, mostly because the lag, because of the amount of balloons on screen, is going to slow everything down. But yeah, that's just my prediction. But point is, I still expect this to be up after I go sleep. So good night, everybody, and just enjoy the time lapse while I, you know, take a break for the night. Well, morning folks, I have just woken up from my sleep, and I'm right, we are still alive, and we're doing incredibly well, around 475. Well, I wonder when we're going to beat this, honestly, because I still have a video to record. I still got the race video for this week, so yeah, I might have to pause the recording and then continue afterwards, but we'll see how long I can go for. But the way things are looking is looks like I'm not going to die anytime soon, which is interesting. Well, as you guys can see, it's getting really laggy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell all the other towers, except for the True Sun God and the Paragons, and instead I'm going to get a bunch of sun temples, and hopefully there'll be less lag. Alright, so I think I have maxed out on my buffs on the temples, and yeah, this is the maximum amount of temples that I can get. Not sure if it's really helping with the lag situation, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back home and then probably reduce the projectile size, so that which also decreases tower size if I'm not wrong, and see whether that helps. Look at all these tiny towers. Let's see now whether the projectiles are small. No, it's not small, the projectiles, unfortunately. But you know what? I think I'm just going to keep them like this because, you know, if it's smaller, it means that it's easier for us to see, since, you know, temples take up a lot of space. So hopefully it allows us to see more balloons and roughly where they are, so that we can check how good we are at. So let's just continue. Well folks, we have now surpassed around 500, so yeah, I'm going to take a break here and then we're going to continue after this, because I have to record a video, you know, so yeah. Well, look at where we are at now, the lucky round 555. Now, let's see the pop counts of each tower, and holy crap, what even is the pop count of this? This is 1.75 billion. Billion with a B. Jesus Christ, and that's just a Vengeful Temple. Well, not Vengeful, the true Sun God. And look at this, the first temple in here, it's 534 million. Meanwhile, our both Paragon have holy crap, how many pops is this? I can't tell, is it in the billions? Because it's so then holy crap, I actually cannot tell whether it's in the billions or millions. But wow, it's a lot either way. Meanwhile, our Boomerang Paragon got 324 million, and our Dark Paragon has less than a million, but to be fair, barely anything has touched it. And wow, our Center Shadow has really been popping a lot, haven't he? This is 2.98 billion again. Now, unfortunately, we are lagging quite a bit here, and even though these temples have been popping, contributed a lot of pops, it doesn't help that our game is lagging a bit. So I think we're going to make it a bit more challenging. I mean, it also doesn't help that I believe the recording is now 15 hours. We're now 15 hours into recording this, so well, it's going to get really laggy sooner or later. So I think it's better if we, you know, start selling the laggy towers, and otherwise we probably won't make any progress, and that's not good. Well, I would love to buy and resell the Paragons to relocate them at the start so they can finish them better, or well, finish this faster. But at the same time, I also know that it's not going to be too helpful, because at the same time, remember, we're also trying to see how far you can last, right? So I think for our defenses, we're still going to keep it like this, and we're not going to bother you know, buying more temples, or well, we buying them, because the lag is going to take way too long. It's going to take way too long to complete it, and come on, this is only one video, right? I got other videos to record, don't I? So yeah, we'll continue seeing how long this defense can last, but so far it's looking really good. We're past around 500. Keep in mind our highest was 310 on a regular map. So if we lose, we lose. I'm not going to bother retrying it, and I'll most likely sleep on it, given that you know, so far not a single Bloon has even touched this corner ever since we got on all our 4 Paragons. So it is important to note that. Also, I love how the 0 MGs and VFPs have so much health at this point that even the Vengeful Temple can't even do anything. On the right side though, we are experiencing severely less lag, so hopefully the rounds progress faster from here on out. What the heck? Folks, I had literally just woken up, and this is still going on. It's more than 26 hours. Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what? Let's challenge ourselves further, shall we? We're going to remove the elk buff. We're going to remove the sniper, the eyes, and the temple. So now we only got 4 Paragons, and you see how fast we die to this setup, because I don't want this to go on forever, not to mention the lag. So we'll see how long this defense can last, just 4 Paragons itself. It may or may not die, but it'll still be an interesting one either way. Well, this seems a bit too easy for us, isn't it? You know what, I'm going to start selling Paragons one by one every round. So we're going to start by selling the Boomerang Paragon, and if we still survive, and we're most likely still going to survive in the next round, we're going to sell the Ninja Paragon. Well, that seems to be relatively easy, so now we're going to sell the Ascended Shadow, and we're only left with the Bolt and the Dark Paragon. If we still survive, and there's a 50-50 chance that we can survive, we're going to sell the Dark Paragon, and that'll just leave us with the Bolt Paragon. Well, that was not expected, so let's just sell the Dark Paragon. I'm pretty sure the Never of the Seas by itself won't be able to survive, but let's test it out. Well, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. Okay, you know what? I think we're just going to die around 750. Otherwise it's just going to keep on going forever. So my predictions, I think with the Bolt Paragon we could have survived until 800 plus. With all the other Paragons, probably 1000, 1200 plus. At the Vengeful Temple, we can survive up to around 1200, 1500. And finally with all the other things, you know, the other temples, probably survive until around 1500, 1800. I have no idea, but point is, reaching 1750 is already kind of a big deal, not to mention we're using modifiers, so I don't really want to continue with this because it's taking forever. And just to check the profile, no, this challenges, custom challenges, they won't affect your public stats. So my highest round is still 310, but either way, this experiment has still been fun. So theoretically, you can reach up to definitely past round 1000 with the necessary defenses. It's just that I do not want to record anymore. It's more than 24 hours, and I got other stuff to record as well. So oh yeah, and also I don't want to waste up my storage space just to do this silly experiment. But either way, it's been fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.